Hello, everyone. Welcome to All on the Table RPGs. This week, our usual player Pixel is out, so we are taking a little aside, and I will be running a one shot that I'm calling Goblin's Whisper Gaiden. With me, I have April, M,
Hello.
and Patch. Um, so, yeah, I guess we will let's get into it. Uh, Meanwhile, 800 miles away in the bustling metropolis of Arc City, a band of three highly skilled agents from a recently christened Soviet Union have been tasked with infiltrating a party at the top of Arc City's tallest building, the Woolworth Building, uh, where they are, where their goal is to uh, recover a password from the wealthy real estate mogul Michelle Lorignori by any means necessary. I think we are opening. We open on. Well, I suppose we will start with what describe your character and what they have done to prepare for this mission, like the disguise they prepared, or whatever they're like gonna do it to prepare to smooth it up with the elites. And you can start.
Um, yes. I am playing Natalia. She was a sporting archer before the October Revolution, and I have a cat pushing buttons on my keyboard that is
Oh,
messing
you
with what's
too?
visible on the stream. Yeah, she's fair. Anyways, my character Natalia, former target shooter, sporting archer, who turned her arcane abilities to control the direction of arrows she shoots to be an assassin for the Red Army, and since then has been sent overseas to do such things more often. She's she is dressed honestly, she is still a little conspicuous. You just can't not be conspicuous carrying a bow and quiver. But she is dressed as you would expect any random woman you see on the street in New York City in the unspecified year in the 1920s. She, she's got that I I don't know the proper word for it. That sort of wall long dress they had at the time with the proper hat and hat pin. Very proper looking woman. And also carrying a bow and arrow on her back. A bit noticeable that, but there's no laws against it. Nobody has outlawed bows and arrows.
Um, April.
uh, I'm playing Mishka Petrov. She's been in the Red Army for a while. She used to do kind of like supply runs and like deliveries, but she's since been transferred to the espionage business. Uh, she's like quite a big lady, sort of tall and heavy set in kind of like a very large sort of button-up coat with like one of those uh, like a captain's hat, I guess, and like a pair of sort of rectangular goggles. And um, sorry, oh no, I'm sorry. Roxy, do you think we'd have been able to get like floor plans for the building we're about to climb?
I imagine the floor plans for the Woolworth building are relatively public knowledge. Like it's the tallest building in Arc City. So I imagine it's probably not hard to get your hands on that information.
So yeah, I think she's kind of looking over the floor plans of the building and also like making a big show of looking over the floor plans, just like, hey, look at me, I'm doing spy stuff. Aren't I cool?
Yeah. Nobody.
Yeah, I am playing the role of Winifred Hain, Winnie, if you're friends. She is not dressed subtly. She's she's an American girl, born and bred. She's none of this sending in foreign agent stuff. If you want a good spy, you got to pick 'em local and raise 'em right. Um, uh, sort of got mixed up in a big mess in West Virginia a few years back. Ended up as part of the big coal miners strike. You're based down in the U.S. Army. You maybe start to realize a few things about the way the country works, and she went looking for new paychecks. Winnie is she's a musician, but she's also what at the time is referred to as a male impersonator, essentially a woman who dresses as a man to perform on stage. To that end, she is dressed pretty wildly for the time. Nice dark suit jacket, horizontal striped tie, a vest with vertical stripes because you have to clash a little bit, otherwise, what's the point? A much tighter part than I am personally able to pull off. My hair is very bad about that. And just a shock of bright red lipstick to top it all off. And of course, trousers. How scandalous.
I am sorry to interrupt our intros. I'm having technical difficulties with the tarot deck on this board. I'm going to have to put us to be right back while I try and fix that. I am terribly sorry, everyone.
Okay.
Roger that.
All right, there we go. Technical difficulties have been resolved.
Okay, so I believe we have all introduced our characters. So I think we will begin as you are entering the Woolworth building. What is your cover story, or what are you gonna tell the front security guy to get you up into the party?
We have to tell him something? He's not just going to let us in? What kind of party is this? No class.
I mean, that is always an option. We could just walk past like we know, like we're supposed to be here.
We are supposed to be here. Do you not see the guitar? I'm with the band, clearly.
Do you want to make a glamorous check to see if that's a convincing lie?
I would love to.
Awesome. So I will. Got the world. Uh-oh. Okay, well, that's two majors.
That'll work.
What those do.
Okay, and just note what I had to do to actually get the deck to work for me. I had to turn off myself as GM. I don't know how to turn Roxy on as GM, so the cards are just going to have to stay upright. You're just going to have to remember those are reversed.
Oh, okay. Good to know. All right, let's see.
What page are the fucking... I always forget, what page are the major arcana effects on?
Or maybe... Oh, maybe I can turn these? Let me see. Oh, there we go. I can. There we go.
Okay. All right. Well, that's not great. I'm not gonna lie. The world reversed. The PC's target, which I guess in this case would be the doorman, becomes emboldened, bolstered, or otherwise more dangerous than expected.
Oh no.
Justice reversed. This card cannot be matched.
What page was on? I'm sorry, I'm being a bad GM.
Oh, no, not at all. That is page 16 of the PDF.
Page 16. Okay, thank you.
Okay, then. Well, let's see. I do have a sword here I can put down to match there. And... I guess it doesn't really matter. Actually, yes, it does. This is a glam check, so I will put down the Empress. The Empress lets me pick up a card from the deck and put it in my hand if it's a glam check.
Awesome.
Or not from the deck, but from the field. I don't think that affects the resolution, though, right? So it still
No.
resolves, and then I get a card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be a mixed success, and then
You pick up one of the cards.
yeah.
Okay.
Also, don't forget to
Unfortunate.
take 2 experience points.
Because we're
Love to level
definitely
up in
going
a
to have a
one-shot.
we're definitely going to have a downtime to level up in the one shot.
I mean, prosperity.
The downtime can be 10 minutes while you're waiting for the next shift to change.
Yeah.
If we don't get killed by the doorman.
Okay, so let me clear the... Or you got the card? Okay. So let me clear the field.
Don't clear the field. Just describe what it is, and then after you get rid of the cards.
Okay, you can okay. So in that case, the doorman kind of like squints his eyes, kind of looks you up and down, is like, all right, okay. If you're in the band, listen, I hate to do this, but like my job, my job's kind of they'll have my head if I let any just random people up in the party. It's real high society kind of stuff. You get it. Can I?
Am I not in a suit, darling?
No, listen. It's a very nice suit. I get it, but like, do you have any like identification or?
Huh. I don't know what the standard would be for that time period. I don't think driver's licenses are a thing yet.
Are people just carrying around their birth certificates?
No, you know what? She definitely has her union card on her.
Okay, if you have a union card, and I think he takes it like, a union man. Listen, you have my respect. Go on up.
Much appreciated. You have a good night.
So yeah, I think the 3 of you take the elevator. Elevators were invented, right? Yeah.
Elevators are definitely around by now.
You would take the elevator all the way up to the well, theoretically you would take the elevator all the way up to the top floor, but if you have any ideas for, since one of you studied the floor plan, if there's any
Is that like a secret faster elevator?
I don't think there's a secret faster elevator, but you do know like what offices and stuff are on all the various floors.
All right, can you remind me what the objective is again?
You're trying to attend this party full of like high society, upper crust kind of people, to get a passcode from real estate mogul Michelle Lorgnari.
Oh. Does she have an office here, or is she just at the party?
He's just at the party.
Okay.
Then I suppose we should just for now assume until something goes wrong that that things are currently going correct, and we can just find her at the party.
Makes sense to me. Anybody have a clue what she looks like?
That's a good question. If one of you wants to do something to like, if you want to do some kind of check or something to determine if you already have ascertained that information somehow, I imagine like you could find her face in newspapers. But
can I make an underhand check and reveal that I'd spent like the previous days like trailing her from rooftops, Batman style?
You absolutely can do that. So let me go 1, 2, 3. So the sun. If this card is matched, the PC loses access to magic until 2 checks are made or the scene ends.
Oh dear.
All right.
All right, let me see what I get with my draw here. Draw 2. I need to pull up the rules because I don't remember what those majors do. I GM this game. I should remember these.
It's hard to memorize all of them. There's like what 21 of them.
Ah. Whoop. PDF, I don't want you on that screen. What page did you say the specs were on? Nobody?
Should be page 16 on the PDF, or 22 of the PDF, 16 of the book. I'm sorry.
There we go. Thank you. Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. This is good. This is good. So, we are going to cover that with another wands.
Yeah.
And we're going to cover that, those swords, with the moon.
Oh, yeah.
And the moon, when upright, avoid any consequences for this action if it's a mixed or strenuous success. So I will just not cover the sun and avoid consequences.
Cool. In that case, yes, you did successfully trail her from the rooftops like Batman. I'd say you were able to get a pretty decent view of her face at one point, and yeah, so you know who you're looking for.
It's like, yes, I know what she looks like. Can we get a general description of her though for the?
Yeah, she's like sort of like average height, sort of. She's got kind of like the curl, the like sort of like curls on the ends of her hair, like people did back then,
Yeah.
Usually wearing very extravagant, expensive dresses.
All right, then I suppose we proceed into the party to go look for her. See if I can spot her.
Yeah, so you reach the top of the elevator. Honestly, maybe like this is like so exclusive that maybe like you have to like you get as high as the elevator will go, and then you have to go up another flight of stairs to get up there. And you enter. It's very very ritzy. Very there's like this big extravagant chandelier hanging down from the middle of the ceiling. People are there's like a full staff of. So this is the thing I saw 5 minutes before we recorded. Uh, I'll send a picture in the Discord, but for the people listening at home, the Woolworth building features these gargoyles that look like they look like dragon dogs. They're very cute and also hideous. And this is who is these creatures are walking around staffing this party. Um,
On two legs?
yeah. They're some of them are passing around trays of hors d'oeuvres. There's a bar. There's a fully stocked bar. There's people. There's like some of them are like kind of cleaning up and stuff. And the tables are filled with people who are very clearly of wealth. If you've been studying the news and stuff, you might recognize a few of these figures. It's just like CEOs, politicians, all that kind of stuff. You do not currently see Michelle on the floor.
Horrible
As
what
we're
passes
just like
for a
walking,
party these days.
as we're walking through this like crowd of assorted rich people, Natalia's eyes are shifting through the crowd very much. You just get, you guys very much get the vibe. She's like, I am not 100. We don't really know what the end goal of this mission is, but I could save so many more lives by killing everyone in this room.
Mishka's like eyeing like the chandelier and then Natasha and then the chandelier again. It's kind of like I'm just like, oh.
So what's your first course of action? Are you going to just walk up to people and try and make conversation? Are you gonna like try and get a better layout of the room and the area?
Natalia is definitely not going to talk to people because she has no glam and one diplomacy. So I think she's going to go find herself a corner and just kind of like, survey the room, assess for like exits and points of vulnerability. Just because like our contact is not here, things might be going bad. I should know how best ways to get in and out.
Yeah. So do you want to?
Gain insight.
Yeah, let's make that a gain insight. Death. Queen of Pentacles. Temperance. It's 2 XP.
At least you know it's not just you getting those in reversed.
So
That's because you're GM.
Reveal an extra reversed card. It must be matched or the check fails.
And this action becomes a strenuous success regardless of the cards.
Jeez.
So, I mean, you don't have to play any cards, because
I don't know.
it's always a strenuous success.
I don't know. Do these cancel out? If I don't cancel the one, does death overpower temperance?
That's a good question, but I don't know.
Maybe just match death.
And does that mean, for the purposes of gain insight, does that mean you could potentially get up to 4
Oh yeah,
questions?
because gain insight isn't a regular check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Wait, no. I still get the. What is the? Hold on, 1 second. Let's.
Oh yeah, I
Look
think
at
it's
the
still
move.
based on success.
Yeah, it's still. Control F. Gain insight. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So if I match death, I only get to. Well, I match the extra card that is drawn for death, because death has an extra card. That's how that works. And yeah, then I only get 1 question.
Okay. Do the 9 of Cups.
There you go. Have a King of Cups. So I only got 1 question.
Yes. What is your 1 question?
Do I ask a question pertaining to where our contact is supposed to be, or do I ask the paranoid assassin question? We're gonna go with what's hidden here.
Okay, yeah, what's hidden here? I think the most notable thing you're able to ascertain is that you notice as you look along the sort of ornately decorated gold-leafed walls that there are these little, like, slits going down, like, vertically on like, a few points on the wall. And if you can figure out like how they might open, then they're how you could feasibly see them like opening into something.
Would you perhaps describe these things that open as doors?
They would be considered doors, yeah.
All right, and I am going to point those out to Mishka.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, are there any other like just kind of normal doors in the room?
Any what?
Like regular non-secret hidden doors.
I mean, there's the door you came in through, but that's about it. This room is pretty big and seems to take up most of the floor.
Okay. In that case,
yes,
can I?
it's the 1920s. We haven't figured out fire exits yet.
Yeah.
Just leave the normal way. It's fine. So, Do I need to like claim dominion before using like the Geomant's power? Or can I just do it?
Well, let's. No, I think it just means general like you have dominion.
Okay.
No,
So
you need. I'm pretty sure you need to claim dominion because that's you gain one
claim.
with your
Well,
power.
yeah, the archetype action is claim domain over space. You gain one draw if it fits. Okay, yes. Okay, then yes.
Okay. So
You will need to use your archetype action.
okay, in that case, I'd like to do that.
Then yes. Draw under or yes. So this will be an underhanded check.
So that's
The star, Knight of Pentacles, and Ten of Cups. The star, take 1 XP.
yeah.
The star, the PC loses 1 HP and 2 EP.
Damn.
You guys are just taking psychic damage from being here.
This door is
Did you
weird.
know
I
that
don't
Ivor
like it.
Shandor designed this building?
Your communist brain cannot handle this much capitalism.
Why are these doors gold? Okay.
Also, you get +1. You get +1 draw because we are in an indoor space, and that perfectly
Yes.
reflects your
Hi.
your power.
Yes.
Draw an extra card.
Okay. So first one's going to be the Fool, which I think just undoes the star.
The Fool, this action will have no negative effect for the PC, even if they fail it. It may have negative effects for others in case of a failure. This applies
Oh.
in combat avoidable damage.
Okay. So. Star commanding. So.
All right, cool. Yeah, that is a complete success. In that case, so what exactly are you trying to?
I'm trying to make it so that the door we came in through leads to where the secret doors should lead.
Got it. Okay. So in that case, I think then yeah, you succeed in doing that. You can grant an ally +1 draw on their next action, taking advantage of the effect. So
And you have total control over doors in this room until you decide not to.
yeah.
That might be useful.
So yeah, if you're going to go through this door, I think maybe some people like because you haven't like really introduced yourselves or anything. So I think some people are like might glance at signs like, wait, who is that? Are they leaving already? Cool. And but you go through. You open this door, and uh, you enter into what kind of looks like a how do I describe it? It's like a kind of like a little office where you see who a person who matches the description of Michelle Warren-Yori, who is talking with another woman. They seem to be in a heated argument. Do you? I'm gonna say because you got a complete success, you don't like immediately make yourself known, but you are like kind of peeking in on this scene.
All right. Does anyone else want to do anything sneaky before I ruin it?
I just want to like eavesdrop for a little bit, if that's possible.
Okay, yeah. I think.
Okay, before you do your Easter, I'm just going to say I am spending my 1 EP to
Okay.
enter my focus state, so I can react to anything that happens with a flurry of 100 arrows. So, if this goes bad, I can, fill that other woman full of arrows.
Okay. Cool. um. So yeah, I think the crux of you're overhearing this argument, and Michelle is like, "Oh, you always do this. Listen, it doesn't have to be like a whole thing, right? Like, we can just go out there and have a good time." And I think, and then the other woman, I think, interrupts her and is like, "I'm the one causing a problem. You all like you." Uh, you're the one who got us here, like, you're the one who's making us late by being so insistent on toning your stupid magic stuff. I'm so sick of all this modern hullabaloo. I'm sick of the. You can't seem to get anywhere in this world anymore without this just magic crap. Makes everything so cheap. And they sort of continue this back and forth for a bit, and until they eventually get up to exit through. Actually, clarifying question: does your power when you created that door so that it goes through, did you create a link between that door and the existing door, or is it like you kind of opened a little portal into the room at a different point?
I think it's the first one. Yeah, like that door now leads to where that other door should.
Okay, in
lead.
that case, they get up to go through the door and they definitely see you.
They're so sneaky. It's like poking through Scooby-Doo style.
Well, right, but they're about to open the door.
Right, yeah.
If they go to open, when they do see us, I do want to make this absolutely clear. Natalia is pointing her bow and arrow at them.
Oh yeah. But I think their reaction is like they see you and they're like, oh my. Michelle is like, oh my. Am I really that late? Is something the matter? Are you one of the Who are you? I don't remember. You don't look familiar, but a million
I'm
faces.
one of the. We're the and then immediately looks to Natalia.
Natalia, that now since you've looked at her, she's like, oh no, and she's. The thing is, like, I don't want to put the bow down because then I'm going to lose my focus state. we are here to talk. We are here to talk to you. You have something. You have something that we are here to collect.
Oh, I mean,
Please, American comrade, explain better.
Yeah, I'm not super sure Winnie's actually here. I feel like, because I mean, her whole role in this joint is to act as the sort of social lubricant, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like
you're out there
basically
at
from the moment they walked into the party, she kind of just slipped in among it with this sort of practiced boredom and isn't even like paying
Oh.
attention to y'all opening mysterious doors.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, Natalia still does that. Then goes and looks, and it's like, oh, proceeds to swear in Russian, and is like, oh, she didn't even realize you didn't come with us.
Yeah, she's over there cultivating an audience by just being so obviously like aware of the wealth and utterly bored by it. And how could that possibly be? That doesn't make any sense.
She must be even more rich.
um, I think uh, I think Michelle's like, well, I mean, I'm used to people wanting things from me, but you know, if you'll be a bit more specific, I might be happy to provide.
Can we say what it is?
When I
Imagine
followed
you
her
had a
around
difficult
the
time
other
getting it if you don't.
when I followed her around the other day, did I see this other woman at any point during that time?
I don't think you did.
Okay, and is she supposed to just give us this passport willingly, or are we supposed to coerce her?
You're supposed to get it out of her by some means. It is presumably she's not just going to tell you.
Okay, okay. Just making sure she wasn't like a mole like intent, and this was like a drop. Okay,
Yeah, no.
okay, okay. Yeah, I'd like to make a. Then I would like to make a forceful roll to intimidate them and be all like both of you on the ground until we can sort. We will discuss this. Now it's like both of you and put your hands where I can see them. We will discuss this, and we can discuss this further. Just good to
Okay.
make this very clear that I am the one. I am the one in control here, and you are alive because I have not yet chosen to hurt you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go for it. What's your forceful?
3.
3. Okay, cool. We got Ace of Cups, 3 of Wands, and 8 of Pentacles. First check with the no reverse majors.
All right.
And draw 3 cards. Oh, hello.
Whoops.
Oh, there you go. You fix that. Let's see. What do you do?
What? There we go.
Not helpful, and Got a whole bunch of majors, and none of them are useful for this check.
Yeah.
Wait, what suit are you? You are very tiny.
And for 3 of Pentacles.
Okay, you at least have to make the pentacles yellow like they are on every other card. The Emperor, this does nothing. If I'm not using Glam, I will never use Glam. And the Wheel of Fortune, that would have let me draw that. I'm not sure I understand this card. The player
Wheel of
discards as
Fortune-
many cards as they wish and draws until they have 3 cards in their hand. There is no maximum hand size for this check. So do I just get to have 3 cards after?
I guess so, yeah.
Cool. I'm going to.
Okay, yeah. I think since that is a complete success, Michelle and the woman with her both like kneel on the ground. And I think it like the other people at the party noticed this and like, well, actually,
I thought we're in another room.
I thought you were outside of the secret door.
I
Or
thought
did you go-
we went into the secret door.
Oh, you went. Okay, okay. In that case, they both get down on the ground, and and they're like, it's like, okay, okay, um, listen, I don't know if this is like you're doing like a bit right now, but you know, I'll I'll indulge. You seem pretty. You've got a very dangerous weapon there, so I'll. What is what is going on?
Gestures with bow towards the woman who we don't know yet. Who are you?
Um. Uh. uh I'm. Michelle's wife, Simone Lorignari, and it seems that her stupidity has gotten us in trouble. Listen, I'm not, I don't know what's going on here. I have no,
No. You very well. You do not know what is going on. Allow me to inform you of what is going on. Your wife knows a passcode, and she is going to share this passcode with us, and then you will both go back to the party and go back to your ordinary bourgeoisie lives. You will forget this ever happened. If she does not share it with me, you will not be going back to your ordinary lives.
hmm, I think Michelle.
Just quick check in with everyone. I'm not going too dark with this, am I? We're still good.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Um, I think Michelle sort of like I think she like squints her eyes and puzzles for a minute. It's like, oh yes, So about that, I know the password you're talking about, but funny thing is, when it was told to me, I was having a very long night, and I got I went a little too heavy on the bottle, and I don't remember what it is. Now I know that sounds like I'm lying.
I think it's worse if you're not.
He holds holds on that thought, like staring at you very nervously.
Does Mishka want to do anything here?
Uh, I think what she'd like to do is kind of turn the doors back to normal and then try to form like a group huddle with just everyone in the room.
Okay.
It's just like, okay, what do we do?
Winnie's still not in the room with us.
Uh,
It's just us two.
yeah. Well, no, like us two, and like at the moment, I'm considering us all on the same team of trying to figure out the password.
If we... I suppose we could just extract her. We could extract her. There are other mages that can put. There are other wizards who have memory powers back in Russia.
We
It's
have to take it all
not
the way
what we're
back.
supposed to do. That was not the mission, but it will get the password.
That's so far. Do you remember any of the password?
Okay, I want to say it like maybe it like started with a K or maybe a C.
There's
This
asking a
is
lot.
this will not that will not work. No.
That's a 50-50. Was it like a word or just random letters?
No, it was a word. It was like it's like a name.
Okay, a name. Charlie.
I
Charlie,
don't
does
think
that sound? Is
I don't
that
think
anything?
that's it. No, it's like a.
You are not going to guess every K and C name.
If we can narrow it down, maybe. Was it a celebrity?
Like I don't think. I mean, like it's like from maybe it's from something like
Okay.
a like you ever listen to those like radio plays or like read what do they call them, books? Yeah, like it's like something like that.
Did you forget the word book?
Listen, I don't have the time. I'm a very busy woman, and I don't have the time to be distracting myself with frivolous things.
Hmm. All passwords, apparently. Count Dracula, is that it?
No, I don't think it's Count I feel like I would remember if it was Count Dracula. What is let's check back in on Winnie. How's Winnie's social? How's Winnie doing on the ballroom floor?
Yeah, I think she's sipping something that she got from a passing waiter. She had asked for whatever the strongest stuff he had was, and is just sort of glaring at it disapprovingly, which only increases other people's mystification because this is like fancy, expensive whiskey.
Right, right.
And yeah, she's
The,
just
the
sort
waiters
of, she's.
are creepy dog statues again. Remember?
Yeah.
I mean, who am I to judge? Some people are creepy dog statues.
I think
But yeah.
like
Hmm?
I'm picturing like you go up to the bar, you ask for a shot of the strongest whiskey, you like, and you're like, thank you, and this gargoyle just lets out like a.
You too, darling.
I think at one point, a someone comes up to you and is like, they see your guitar and they're like, "Oh, it's so delightful. You're the Wait, this is the same voice as Michelle. Oh,
Sounds
delightful. You're the same. You're the entertainment for the evening. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't even we didn't even notice you come in. Are you? Do you need anything? You need help getting set up or?
Oh, darling, I'm always ready to go. Now, am I the room's entertainment, or is this a private show?
Oh, I mean this. I'm not like I wasn't like in charge of like planning things, but like I heard there's supposed to be a musician here or something like that. So I mean, I assume you're playing for the ball. This is just going completely over this guy's head.
Fair enough. Some other time then. Wonder if I could get Jacob up here. Could use a backup. Either way. But yeah, I mean, I think her like flirting and philandering around the room, she's mostly focused on trying to find our illustrious host because she doesn't know the other two have already done that. So.
Right. Um. Hmm. Are you are you per, are you actually going to try and use your music powers or are you like trying to are you like saving that one?
I mean, for the moment, she's just being social here. She hasn't seen the need to mess with anybody.
Right.
If they want her up on stage, then yes, things are going to start happening very quickly.
I mean, I think probably like as people start noticing you, like with your guitar, like I feel like they probably are like, like oh do play something like like oh I love a guitarist. Oh, like that kind of.
All right, all right. Yeah. If that seems to be the mood of the room, then yeah, she will certainly ascend to the stage question mark performing area corner of the room where there are not people everywhere question mark. Um,
Yeah. There's probably like a sort of raised like a small raised platform, like not quite like a stage, but like a little sort of raised section of the floor off to the side.
yeah, absolutely. So I think the way her shows normally go, she starts out in like full tuxedo. She's got a piano player backing her. It's very like early Fred Astaire, and as
Yeah.
the show goes on, the outfit changes, and if she picks up the guitar eventually, and by the end of it, she's just wearing like a coal and blood-stained cotton shirt and letting people see the scars that she got during the big fight and really telling the story with her body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in this case, I don't think that's really appropriate. I think partly because she doesn't have her piano back up, and partly because we are in a room full of rich people, she's not going to have quite as much opportunity to go for all that. So she's
Right.
just going to start into, let's say, Union Maid. Yes, I know it's anachronistic. I don't care. And yeah, it's a song about how there was once a woman who was in a union and she kept the whole thing running, and how every union man should look for a union wife.
All right. Then yeah, let's make that your perform action.
All right. Perform action is strange.
It is. We got the Queen
Because
of
it doesn't
Swords.
directly relate to what my power does, so.
We got the Queen of Swords before Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Also, I absolutely know what you mean. I have been like in the main campaign. My character is like, I picked a very weird power for the archetype, and we have to keep fudging and reinterpreting what the action says.
So I think we've mostly got it down now.
Yeah.
It just, took 2 sessions and you exploding a ghost.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. All right. Let's go there and there. And might as well. I need 4 more experience for reasons.
Excellent.
And let me drop this because I'm going to have to discard that. All
Okay,
right.
so let me. So,
I think I'm
complete
the
success,
magical
the
effect.
magical effect is
Yeah,
permanent.
this relates to your power. This just straight up, you can now just completely change everyone in this room's political opinions. And also, then you get to pick 2 bonuses, which I don't know if those affect because we can't hear your music, but
I mean, the
can read
secret
through the
room is
wall.
just right off the main room, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Can we hear the music?
Yeah, we'll say you can
Okay.
since it was a complete success.
Okay. Let's say an ally gets +1 draw to their next action. This is. I'm sorry, I know it's a one-shot, but I'm bad at names. This is going to be Natalia, and then I think Mishka's going to heal because you got hurt earlier by the building hurting you.
It's just so extravagant.
Exactly. So you'll restore either your HP or your SP up to half your max value.
Oh. Yes.
And yeah, I think from there she'll launch into the Joe Hill Immortal Ballad, The Preacher and the Slave, get some real nice blasphemy in there as she ensures that this is a room full of extraordinarily rich, dedicated communists.
It's permanent or lasts as long as you wanted to. I guess you could absolutely have just changed these people's entire course of life.
Yeah, I think you hear as you finish this performance, you hear the crowd all starts sort of murmuring. It's like, oh my god, we've been like horrible people this whole time? Are we like destroying the world? Oh my god! And I think they all like kind of start it's like, I mean, we shouldn't be doing this. They look at the gargoyle staff and they're like, you guys don't deserve this. I think they're all just kind of like they're like standing around confused, like, what do we do? Like, this is so screwed. Let's go back into the secret room. What is? I think Mishka is still going back and forth with Michelle, and like getting nowhere.
Is it a
What is-
silent C, maybe?
No, it was like a. It was definitely like the "ka" sound.
Okay.
And so what are you two? Do you two have any have a game plan here?
Besides just like Pepe Sylvia, like, okay, what if it's the
Do we know what this password is even for?
You weren't told by your superiors.
Alright, this is getting nowhere. What is this password even for?
Oh, it was for some like they're building some sort of like weapon at some like facility out in like upstate, and like this is the password to deactivate the sort of ley line that they have this magical thing connected to. I don't know. I don't know even know why they told me this. I guess they. I mean, I own the land the thing is on, but like whatever. Like they should know better than to trust me with that information. Frankly.
Who gave you this password?
Oh, that would be Frank Belfridge, of course, the owner of Belfridge Arms.
Is he in attendance in this party?
Oh no, he's a pretty private man. If anything, I'd guess he's probably he seems to spend most of his time at his facility, sort of uh, just attending to his strange inventions.
So how does your door power work? Could we make a door go to this compound?
I was unsure if it should be like over indoor spaces like in general or just like whichever building we're in, but like
I mean,
and I'm
I feel
gonna
like
pass it
within
to
this.
Roxy.
Sorry, what?
Let's just leave
Which
that up to you.
I think it should be like as far as like how far the door power goes.
I mean, like, if your power is like your power as written is you can make a door go to any other door. So,
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
Also, it is a geomancer power. Those are supposed to be like within the domain you claim. I think it might
that's
be
also
only
true,
be
yeah.
doors that are connected. Like, okay, the geomancer is a Jujutsu Kaisen playbook, and that's definitely how the powers in that show work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. So yeah, no, I don't think you can just make a door go directly to the compound.
Okay.
But once we're there, I'll be really useful.
Yeah.
I can probably get us to the bottom floor of this building really quickly.
Yeah.
Where is this compound?
Oh, it's like an hour drive north of town. I understand you like are going to kill me if I don't help you, so like I can drive you.
Do you have his phone number, maybe?
Well, I don't think he has a phone.
Oh, what a weirdo. Okay. Natalia, are you okay with us driving there? Just
Lay orb. We don't have phones here. We have lay orbs, which are orbs on the ley lines.
Oh, right.
I meant layoffs.
Yeah, what's a
Do you have that?
phone?
It's this new slang I was trying to get to catch on.
I like it. Anyways,
You're talking
you know,
about trying to hail her on the shortwave?
yeah, no, he's a very paranoid man. It's hard to get a hold of him from unless you go see him in person. But and I think at this point, one of the party guests knocks on the door and is like, "Hey, uh, Mrs. Lorignori, are you in there? I think we're communism. I think we're doing that now."
American comrade is very persuasive.
What?
American comrade is very persuasive.
I think in the background, as the door cracks, you just hear the whole room going along with a round of Solidarity Forever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I was already communist, but like, I was in the Red Army, and now I'm somehow still more communist.
Do you guys open the door at this point, or?
It's like, oh, I actually I get them. It's like, oh, can you open the weird door? We'd have to do a whole magic to get it to go the other way again.
Yeah. Michelle gets up, opens the door, and she's like, "What? What are you talking about? Whatever. I need to go. She shifts her eyes over, is like, I have another engagement that has suddenly commanded my attention. But before I go," and she uh s- like like sticks a finger in the air, and these firework looking effects shoot out, and it's this elaborate light show, and she's like, and the entire crowd is completely unimpressed by this, and she's like, well, I was practicing that all night, but I guess tough crowd. Anyways, uh, she looks at the three of you, like, are you guys ready?
Thumbs up.
Okay, if it's all right with you, Roxy, I think that is this will be a good
Yeah, I was
point
about to
before
say
we
that. I was
go
about to say that's
switch scenes to go for break.
Yeah.
All right, then we will be back in 15.
All right. Hello, we are back. Last we left off, our spies had successfully, well, you had secured the informant Michelle Ognori, and she was not able to remember the password you were sent to recover from her, but she will take you to the facility to hopefully figure something out. So, yeah, I think we fast forward, you have been driven up to the small town of Beacon, which I did not make up. That is a real town in New York.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, on the outskirts of this town, there is this just like picture like a wizard castle, but with the like architectural aesthetic of like a military like vehicle warehouse. Just like very sterile, flat outsides, but also there's like spires and shit, and like you know, and yeah, I think she drives up to this, and she's like, she like pinches the bridge of her nose and is like, do you guys like need me to come in there with you? Because like I can unlock the door, but like I really just like, it's a bad vibe, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's a bad vibe.
I'd like to do a cards on the table check
Uh,
to reveal a plan. I almost called it the Eidolon version of the move. Anyways, I'd like to someone else probably should do this instead of me, but I said I'm going to do it, so I'm going to do it. Natalia basically talked to the newly minted rich communists and convinced them that they should attack this. They should attack this military outpost, and they're all now going to charge in there and generally just be a distraction for us.
yeah. Okay, cool. Let's go for it. What is the stat for that?
It's a regular thing, but I have to preemptively play a card.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
see.
preemptively playing the Hierophant.
Okay.
Now I feel like that I really don't want it to be glam because that's my 0. But it could also be diplomacy or underhanded. I like underhanded here though. Because I am basically tricking these people into dying for me.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. We'll call it underhanded. Let me get those cards down. The High Priestess. The Devil.
Jeez.
Queen of Cups. Let's see what the Devil does. This action causes collateral damage to the PC's ally if they all take 1 HP damage. And the High Priestess is... if this action does not use the underhanded style card... Oh, yeah, well, it does use the underhanded style.
Hey.
Perfect.
Alright, let's No, I don't want to move you. Why did you select that? I'm still sliding the Hierophant around. Jeez. So the Hierophant's gonna go over there on the Devil.
Okay.
This cups will cover the Queen of Cups.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I got fucked up and bought all the swords. Card will cover the High Priestess.
What does the Hierophant do when played face up or upright? The player may take another card from the check into their hand if this check uses the erudite style. Okay, so it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, no, it's not doing anything, and I'm just discarding that one.
Okay, cool. In that case, uh, did you do this to the knowledge of the other of your comrades, or like did you just do this?
I'm gonna be honest, you both of you seem a lot nicer, and I don't think I'd have told you.
Yeah,
I feel like you'd
that's
be
probably
mad.
reasonable.
I feel like you're both ones who would be mad that I am sending these people to go martyr themselves.
I
I mean,
think
it's not great. They were a valuable resource for the cause.
I mean, they might win.
okay. So I think as you are having this conversation in the parking lot, you notice like just this like caravan of cars all pulling into the parking lot at the same time, and Michelle's like, "What? What in the blazes?" And people, all the people from the party start getting out of these cars, um, and they all sort of crowd around your car, and they're like, "All right, just say the word. We're ready."
Ready for what? What's going on here?
To dismantle the establishment. We're gonna.
Like this one in particular?
I mean, that was the one. That specific one would it would save a lot of lives if we did. And clearly, this is how we make up for a lifetime of decadence and
This is not how you make up for a lifetime of decadence, darlings. If you just walk in here and get yourselves killed, then your kids will be decadent too, and they won't solve any problems.
No, I kind of want to break stuff though, and a few of them are already like trying to battering ram the front door of the.
Is there
Definitely worth
Is there another
noting,
door?
though I might be able to.
Is there another door on the building? Visible from the outside?
From the outside of the building, there's a main front door. There's another door around the back, and then there are two like warehouse style garage doors up on the higher level. They can't be accessed from the ground.
Okay, what you're saying, nobody?
Oh, I was just saying, I mean, it's maybe worth noting that while I might be able to change someone's political opinions, I can't actually give them any more information. So whatever they thought about communism beforehand is what they're enacting now.
Yeah.
So if they thought it was just a bunch of vandals who go around knocking down buildings, then I guess that's what they are.
Okay, so if they're attacking that main front, they're being a distraction over at the main front door. I'd like to do that standard that thing that every bow and arrow hero does, and have a string attached to an arrow and shoot it up towards those garage doors.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me clear the previous check. And yeah, let's what I guess that would be, is this you using your power, or
I mean, it's yeah, but I would still need to make a check for that.
well, yeah, I'm just saying that would determine which stat is reused for it. So yes, that'll be a quick check.
Yeah, it's not either of the archetype actions because the both spell archetype actions are really more for combat.
That's true, but we'll call it a quick check anyway.
Okay.
We got the uh, Eight of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the 10 of Wands.
All right, let's see what we got. We got a cup there. Da, 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 da. All right, you don't do anything right now because they're in. The one time I had draw the Hanged Man, one of the few draws where there are no majors,
Mm.
because he negates reversed majors. And the Magician, it bumps up success level, but actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna keep the Hanged Man. We're gonna keep the Hanged Man because the Magician bumps up my success level,
Okay, cool.
and then we're just gonna No, I don't. Why did you open that as a full thing? There we go.
Cool. Yeah, I think you. So you're able to successfully like get the arrow up to where the doors are, and you could climb up there, um, but the doors are closed. Um, Unless either of the two of you have a plan.
Uh,
Yeah,
it's
we are
not
still
quite as.
outdoors. Like you can't claim Dominion yet.
Mhm, mhm. It is
Well, I
like
mean,
the only kind of space I can't do that.
well, I mean, actually, I think, I mean, you're like right outside a building, so it's not like you couldn't claim Dominion. It's just you wouldn't get the
True.
advantage, I don't think.
Yeah. I was going to ask about using Batman, which lets me use scan, which lets me like do an underhanded draw and then ask like either one question or a couple questions depending on how it goes.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, let me pull the cards for that. We got the Five of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Wands.
Okay, yeah, so the swords, the cups. Yeah, I think I'll leave it too.
Okay, so let me look at the adept scan questions. Uh, okay, yes. So the scan questions are: who owns / controls this? When was this last used / altered? Uh, what purpose does this serve? Does this hide a secret? Is this trap flash warded? And how can I use this to my advantage?
Alright, so I'm gonna start with, hey, is this trapped or warded?
Um, the answer is probably.
Okay, good to know.
Like, this is like a highly secure, like, facility that's like has ties to the U.S. government and the military. There's probably some magical protection going on.
Good point. So I guess the follow up is how can I use this to my advantage, which I feels a bigger
Well,
question.
if you can get inside, there's probably a lot of doors in there.
So yeah, Mishka turns to Natasha very excited, just like points. There's probably a lot of doors in there. Like once we're in, it'll be great.
We can say that the like at this point the two socialites who were trying to burst down the door, like they bash through and like it like triggers like a magical like blast of flame that they just like dodge out of the way. They're like, Jesus. Anyways, let's get onward. Um, I think, and yeah. So now you have a way in through the front entrance, which you may still not want to take, depending on.
All right then. We should probably pick up the pace, don't you think? Otherwise, they'll, I don't know, somehow burn down a stone building before we get to whatever we're looking for. They seem remarkably dedicated to destruction. I should probably not do that again, I think.
You'll need to provide the literature at the shows.
That's, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, yes. I'll keep it at the merch table.
Yeah, I think Natalia's
Asking people to buy merch for performers counts as a political view.
Kinda, yeah. I'm very tickled by like the mental image of like screen printed band shirts at a merch table at a bar show, and then like right next to them are just like pamphlets on like dialectical materialism. Uh,
Remember to tip your waitresses and pick up your free copy of Das Kapital on your way out.
right. But no. So yeah, if you, I think this ravenous mob is proceeding through the building. What are
the
you
garage
going?
the garage doors, do they have a window on them? If we got close enough, we'll be able to look inside.
Yeah, we can say there's a window. Yeah.
Great. Then Natalia is going to climb up her rope and she's going to look in the window, see what she could see from there.
Yeah, you look in through the window and you just see like rows upon rows of these like lining the floor of this warehouse. These like humanoid like constructs. They seem to be made out of like some material you've never seen before, and they are like there's maybe like 100 of these.
Okay, and these doors are not openable from the outside here?
Not as far as you can tell.
Okay, is there anything like a switch or a latch that I could see on the inside when I look in the window?
Yeah, there's probably a latch on the inside.
Great, we're gonna shoot an arrow through the We're gonna break the window and shoot an arrow through it to go and hit that latch.
Okay, yeah. Roll me a roll me another or roll. Let's do another quick check.
Roll those cards.
Oh,
The
geez.
tower.
Problem all the
Good
time.
thing I kept the hangman.
5 of pentacles and 7 of cups. The tower on reverse take a random scar by revealing cards from the top of the deck until getting a major arcana. Consult table 3. Scars from major arcana.
Yeah, the hangman is just going to come and negate that. We're good.
Okay, cool.
Also, I need to accrue delete a card.
It would be fun to give you a scar, though. No.
All right. Well, let's see. What do we got here? All right. Then we are going to. I can only All right. We got Judgment, which in combat restores 2 HP. Outside of combat restores 2 EP, so I will heal my EP.
Okay.
And that is all I can do.
All right, so that's a mixed success.
I feel like this is important enough that I'm going to go ahead and use my trick. Stand by me lets me spend 3 EP to bump a success level up by 1. If
Okay, yeah.
the person I'm helping is someone that I consider my friend.
Oh. Then yeah, you can totally do that, and yeah, you successfully are able to shoot an arrow through this window and loop it back around to hit the latch. The door slides up, and you climb up into this warehouse, and yeah, all these constructs don't seem to like they're all like dormant at the moment.
Fair warning, you two. I may not be able to do much here. It depends on how sentient these things are.
Oh, so are you both climbing up into the warehouse after Natalia?
Well, sure. We're not just gonna stand here and let her go alone.
Great.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
No, I mean, if you'd prefer to stay outside, by all means.
No, if you're going
The
in,
doors
go
are
in.
on the
I always prefer to be where the
the
party's
doors are on the inside.
In this case, I think so. Okay, so upon entering, there's the big like sort of open floor there's like pathways, with sort of marked on the floor for like uh, people to pass through, uh, and there's like these heavy machines off further back that are sort of seem to be manufacturing parts and stuff that people are looking at. And I think the so and then you above you is a are like there's like a ladder off to one side leading to these like walkway like metal walkways above, and you can't quite see like where they lead to, but they're like up there, and there's people walking around.
Hmm.
Hmm. Well, normally I would
It did.
suggest we go up, but if it's occupied, we may not want to draw attention.
Did Maria or what was her name come with us, or
Michelle?
did we leave her outside? Michelle,
Uh,
thank you.
unless you deliberately like were like asked her or cajoled her into coming, uh, she was going to stay in the car probably.
Just in case, can I what is it called? Claim domain on the car, just so that both doors lead back into the car, just in case.
Uh, wait, sorry, say that again.
Can I before going into the building make it so both of the car's doors lead back into the car if you try to leave?
Yeah, you
Does the
can do
car
that.
constitute an inside space?
You can do that.
If
Yeah.
you're inside the car. Now, I'm thinking about it after saying that. That is not a very useful trap for me because it's like, you can't escape now. You're inside your own car.
But if you then claim dominion of somewhere inside, then you can connect those doors inside the building. Then you can connect those doors to the car doors.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
It doesn't say that you can. It doesn't say that you only can claim one dominion at a time.
I'm gonna gradually take
Yeah, I don't
over
see anything that
Arctic
says you
City.
can't.
Or just Arc City. New Arc York City.
All right, what are? Do we see anyone who looks like an official, like some kind of old science man?
There are like a few people who are like seem to be sort of like working on the like uh, like sort of who seem to be in charge of like checking like maintaining these magical machines that are producing these constructs. You don't see where like the aforementioned ley line would be that is like powering all of this, but uh, they it's presumably around here somewhere.
Hmm.
Our mission at this point is not to destroy. We don't need to destroy the facility yet. We need to get the password that will destroy the facility.
Of course. Of course. And to get the password, we need to get the man, and to get the man, we need directions. So, Let's see if any of these fine folks can assist us, shall we?
Um, I
And
think
yeah, I mean, I think unless someone tries to stop her, she's climbing up the ladder to get to where all those folks are up there.
Yeah, no.
yeah. So do you have like a specific plan? Or you're just climbing up.
Well, because you said before that there were people moving around on the walkways up there. So her plan generally is just to go up there and start basically bothering employees to see if she can get information about where the boss is,
Yeah.
and maybe plant the seeds of potentially unionizing, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you get up there and this guy with like a clipboard is like writing stuff down, like sort of observing everything, and they sort of look over at you and they're like, wait, and they look down and see the open door, garage door, and they're like, wait, are we supposed to, who are you? What, are we supposed to, are we like deploying early? I don't think things are ready yet.
Oh goodness, no, 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 nothing like that. No, I'm here for a meeting with the boss, but I seem to have found myself quite mixed up. Could you point me in the direction I need to be going?
Let's make that a glamorous check.
I would love to.
We got King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles,
Not liking
the Hermit.
this. Okay. All right.
What does the Hermit do on this?
Player must ask an insight question about the situation. They will not like the answer.
Awesome. So does that happen before you draw, or
I think the effect is usually part of the resolution, right?
that's true? That's
Yeah,
true.
Okay. Well, let's see how we do. All right, that's a pentacle. I can work with that. That's the only pentacle I have.
Oh dear.
Appropriately though, I do have the Lovers, which is +1 draw to any ally's next action. So just help out, be a part of the team, and I guess it doesn't really matter which of the others. So we'll just drop some swords on this guy. The "oh no, I bought too many swords and they fell off the wall while I was sleeping" card.
Yeah. Okay. What does the lovers do on upright?
It just helps. It gives +1 to the next ally to draw.
Okay. I will. We'll remember that. Okay. So. So you've gotten a complete success, but you do have to ask me an insight question. I don't like the answer.
Yep. I think the most interesting insight question that I could ask that I won't like the answer to is, what has changed the situation?
What has changed the situation? That's a
If you don't like that, I can pick something else. It's all good.
No. I can work with it. I'm just thinking. I think. Okay, I think what this person says is, uh, uh, oh, you want me with the boss? Okay, I mean, listen, that's probably that's probably I can like try to arrange that, but like that's just between you and me. The boss has like he's kind of gone off the deep end lately. He he's been like talking all this paranoid nonsense, and I mean, ever since we started really ramping up production on these constructs, he's just really he just hasn't been the same guy. I'm not even sure where he is right now. He's just so all over the place.
That's exactly what I thought. That's exactly why I'm here to talk to him. Your hours have been increasing, haven't they?
Yeah, I've been working all around the clock.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Production increases, not hiring more workers. That's how it goes. That's how people make mistakes. I was supposed to help him clear it up, but if we don't even know where he's at, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah. I mean, like he's somewhere in here in this facility. Like it's his job, but like I don't know. He never like stays in his office.
Okay, well, in that case, I suppose, can you point me to his office? And if he's not there, are there any specific parts of the facility I should avoid for my own safety?
I mean, like the ley line room is pretty dangerous. Probably don't want to just like waltz right in there without any kind of protective gear or anything. Um, Other than
Reasonable,
that, I mean,
fair.
we're pretty good on our safety standards.
Then where are the guardrails?
I mean, listen, I mean,
It's the 20s. They are good on their safety standards.
yeah, yeah. He says guard rails. I don't like. What do you mean, like trains or?
You know how every 6 hours or so a worker will fall off the catwalk and you'll have to stop production while you clean his body off the floor? There's a very easy way to stop that.
Oh man, really? Damn. Could have avoided so much strife.
But very well. Thank you for your assistance. I'll proceed forward and do my best to stay out of your way.
Uh, all right. Thank you. And he sort of goes back to their task. Um, what are the other two of you doing?
I think Mishka might just be kind of like stepping back and watching Winnie. Like, not very productively, just like, wow.
Yeah, Natalia's just also just waiting for a signal that hey, somebody needs shot, or we should go this way.
All right. Well, I suppose
This
in
this
that
is why we
case,
have you, is
eventually
to
I'll
do
meet back
the
up with you.
talking.
All right. Well, he told me exactly where the boss's office is, but he doesn't know if the boss will be in there. He also told me exactly where the ley line room is if we just want to go there and blow this whole thing up. You know, for our own safety, so we don't wander in unprepared.
Do we need the password if we just blow the whole thing up?
Is blowing the thing up the objective? I mean, I've kind of been focusing down on this password thing.
You were told that the password would deactivate it, not necessarily blow it up.
the the objective was leave passwords to deactivate.
Okay.
Deactivate it. We do not necessarily want to blow it up, and
Blowing
I
up
do
does
not
sound like a good
know
plan B,
ley
though.
line magic. I do not know ley line magic. I suspect blowing it up would be bad for the surrounding area.
That makes sense.
And we are in
I
the
also
surrounding
don't
area.
Also true. Boss's office then?
It's as good a place to start as any. Though, fair warning, he's apparently temperamental and prone to wandering.
Okay, yeah, y'all make your way into the like sort of office rooms part of the facility.
Do we see how do we pass the socialites on our way there?
Yes, absolutely. They're like going through each office room and like causing havoc. Uh, um,
Keep up the good fight, comrades.
uh, I think you get I'd say the boss's office is probably like at the top of one of those like spires. Like navigating this building's a real mess. Like you gotta take a flight of stairs down and then like go across and then take an elevator up. It's a nightmare.
Comrade Mishka, can you get us a shortcut?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, you want to use your claim domain?
Yeah.
Okay, let me clear this out. We got the nine of pentacles, the page of swords, and the 7 of cups.
Oh, apparently the thing's out of cards.
Yeah, then
Oh, we all shuffle.
you need DM permission to shuffle. But why
Incredible.
can only DMs shuffle but they can't draw? Okay,
Well, because if anyone could shuffle, then it would be way too easy to cheat the deck.
then why can't you just let the DMs draw too?
To be fair, there is also just an option that's steal card, which I don't know why. It just lets you do that.
I don't see a steal card option. I just have remove, draw, and discard.
Oh, it's if you look at someone else's deck.
No, there definitely is. But yeah, if you click on the cards that are in people's hands.
Oh. Huh.
Imagine doing that in person, just let me just reach over and kind of just.
I mean, it's got utility for games like Old Maid, and you have to take cards from other people's hands.
No, that's not what I wanted. I want to go into. Here, hold on. We're going to rejoin as DM. Gonna wait for Roll20 to let me in.
Really incredible design
Enjoy
on Roll20's part. I'm grateful for them.
And now I'm going to click the shuffle button. All right, can you draw now?
Yep.
All right.
So, yep. Pentacles.
And then switch back to player.
And
And we scroll back down here. There we go.
I mean, this is underhanded, so strength doesn't do anything. Oh, it's +1 draw because of the
Oh, you get
the
a
levers before,
that is
right?
correct.
It was actually +2 draw because you also get a bonus draw for
Yeah,
this
that's
being
true.
perfectly
Yeah,
within your
Oh,
domain.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So you better be able to have drawn a page or a sword.
So funny thing about that,
Oh no.
uh, can you use other like? Can you use a king on a page?
No.
No.
Nope.
No.
Have
Okay.
to match number or suit.
Hmm.
I don't exactly think I could do anything to. We could do a help on claim domain because like that's just purely your power. That's not really something we could assist with narratively.
Uh, can I throw in a heart of the cards? Oh shoot. Uh,
Sorry, what?
I was gonna ask for a heart of the cards, and then I accidentally kind of clicked on the deck.
Oh yeah. Oh. Um.
That's just you spend DP and get another card.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got another card, and it's not a sword. So
And it's not useful.
nope.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens on a mixed success. You claim dominion for up to 5 minutes, causing some strain on you.
Uh, okay, but it doesn't do any like actual damage.
I don't think it doesn't say it does damage. It's just like
There still should be consequence because it's a mixed, but there's no specific one for the move
yeah.
other than the 5 minute timer.
And I'd say the 5 minute timer is like
Okay.
a pretty solid consequence.
Okay.
It's just okay. Everyone in the elevator, quick! This place is really big. I don't like it. It feels weird to do my thing on it.
Oh, good to know. We should move
Yeah,
quickly then.
Michelle did say the place.
I don't-
Michelle did say the place had bad vibes.
I
It's probably the
suppose.
ley line.
Oh, I didn't think of that. That makes sense. Yeah.
I don't suppose. I mean, you've just claimed dominion over the place. Can you tell where things are inside it? I don't really know how that works.
I could probably tell a little about it. I could sort of scan it, maybe.
Ah, well,
Could
I
they?
mean, I'm just saying, if you could ping where the boss is.
It doesn't seem like that's what your power would do, but also I'm not the
But
one.
if she uses her knack, which once per scene she can scan.
Oh, true,
Although
you
I
can't-
looked at like the scan questions and none of them really fit. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think any of them fit because there's like who owns / controls this, which we kind of already know, and then like when was it last used or altered, but that doesn't really seem right either. So
Hmm.
Yeah, these aren't that relevant, I suppose. You could just do a gain insight, and like your magic would give you like say if we say your magic like gives you more range on it, but
Yeah, I like that. We can call that a gain insight if you want
Okay.
to pull for that.
like how in Eidolon you would generally give your navigators more ability, more like narrative range with what investigate.
Yeah. Let me do that. Boop. High Priestess.
Is gain insight always erudite, or is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Too many. Oh, and it should get rid of some of
High
these.
Priestess reversed. If this action does not use the underhanded style, this card cannot be matched.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I'll use Damon,
Don't.
and I think that's the only one I can match. So,
Oof.
oh
Oh,
wait,
dear.
the Hierophant was. Oh yeah, okay. So
You know, you can't match the high
Yeah, you
priestess,
can't match the High
so
Priestess. Yeah.
you
But
need a 7 or a cup
yeah, oh
or a
uh,
yeah, I
sword.
don't have either.
All right, I know.
so you'll get one question per game insight.
Yeah, and I guess I'll like the answer because I avoid consequences, or is it just
Yeah.
Yeah.
You avoid consequences because you played the moon. So
okay? So then, uh, what changed the situation for the question?
what changed situation? Uh, hmm. Well, you already know that Mr. Belford probably wasn't going to be in his office. So I think what changed the situation is that someone is in his office who isn't supposed to be there.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so I tell you. Okay, I'm sensing someone in his office, but it's not the guy we're looking for. But we should probably still look, see who it is.
He might have passcode written down too. It could be in the office. We don't even need to find him.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah.
Um, okay, so if y'all are going to the office, yeah, I guess you jump through a door, and it just kind of takes you right there. Um, yeah, it's a pretty like for like a rich guy, it's like a fairly stripped down office actually. Just kind of like a desk, a couple chairs. Maybe he's got like a couple like photographs framed on the wall. Other than that, it's just kind of it's fairly plain looking, but it is very like messy. Like there's like papers strewn about all over the floor. Um, the the chairs aren't like aligned with the wall. They're kind of like askew a bit, you know. And there's this woman who is sort of rifling through all these pages, uh, who sees you all come in and goes, "Oh, were you here to meet with Mr. Belfridge?"
Duh.
Just on
Who are you?
vibes, is she robbing him?
I don't think you can tell that just by looking.
Okay, just making sure.
Um, she is wearing a uniform that would indicate she works here.
Yes, more or less. We were told that he probably wouldn't be here, but it seemed like the place to start anyway. I don't suppose you'd have any pointers.
Yeah, that idiot. Sorry.
Do you call your boss an idiot?
Listen, he. Uh, we're all scared. Everyone's scared of saying it. Everyone's afraid of, uh, you know, everyone's scared of getting fired. I don't care anymore. This is getting. Things are getting ridiculous here. We're running the place like a madhouse, and I want to get it back to normal. Also, I just realized you said your boss, implying that you guys don't work here. Who are you?
Safety inspectors, of course. And frankly, that's exactly the sort of talk I love to hear, because it sounds like you are far more concerned about this environment than he is.
Um, she's like, why are safety inspectors dressed like why are you dressed like you're ready for a party? Whatever. Uh,
You think safety is not a party? Because I can tell you, I have had some good times with a hard hat on.
um, you know what? I think I'm gonna have you make a. I think I'm gonna have you make a clam check.
Understandable, thank you.
Oh, April, you need. Oh, never mind. Well, you were one step ahead of me.
Problem I frequently have in role playing is that I'm pretty good at one-liners, but I'm terrible at thinking of what happens next, and that is being perfectly exemplified in this character.
The consequences of your actions. All right, we got the 10 of cups, ace of wands, and 6 of wands.
Okay. Alright, so the bad news is I don't have a single one of these cards.
Okay.
The good news is I do have a bunch of major arcana, so I have to figure out how this works now. Ding. No bad consequences seems good. What these other cards do? Someday I will remember. This one does nothing, so I'm gonna drop it anyway, just to have a match. And I've got 2 more Arcana in my hands, just in case you're curious. Okay, cool. Judgment will be my third one, because restoring EP is good.
Okay, so that's pretty good. You got your three got 3 majors.
So the Chariot's not going to do anything, and the Fool protects me from negative consequences.
Okay, cool. So I think she's like, well, okay, if your safety inspector has been like, you probably don't. You probably, I mean, like, this is just an office. You probably don't have much to see here. If anything, you should be checking out that ley line because, oh boy, it's keep having problems with it, and people keep getting like evaporated into like the ether or whatever. It's a whole mess.
That's certainly less than ideal. Are you getting hazard pay?
Buddy, I wish.
Well, make a note of that. Goodness. That is. I hope you don't mind me saying, but it sounds like you could use a few changes around here.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm either quitting by the end of this week or something really bad's gonna happen.
Far be it from me, and feel free to reject the suggestion, but have you considered general strike?
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
I'm just saying, if you're not getting paid what you're worth, if people are in danger constantly, if you're not even being given direction, how can you know you're even doing the job they want you to?
Yeah, I know. You're right. I I'll keep that in mind. For the time being, oh, here it is, and she picks up a piece of paper off the ground and hands it to you, and is like, "This is this should be the password for that ley line. You'll probably want to, if you're inspecting, you'll probably want to at least temporarily deactivate it. The boss is gonna get so pissed at me, but like, we can't just keep feeding people to the meat grinder, you know."
Yes, indeed, and frankly, given the state of this place, I should be surprised if he remains the boss for much longer. Between you and me, it's possible there may be a few charges to levy here.
Yeah.
Still, I appreciate your assistance, and I will do my best not to get evaporated. Is that what you said before? Because that would be distinctly negative for everyone here, and now that you're counting on me, I can't let that happen.
Yeah, I mean, like it hasn't happened to everyone. It's kind of unpredictable. It's sort of a wild magic situation. So like you could be fine, but just like watch out.
Lovely. I appreciate the warning.
Yeah. So yeah, she points you in the direction of the ley line room. It's pretty deep. It's like in a basement below the rest of the facility. Um, since we are coming up a little bit of time, we'll say you guys get down there without any issue. Besides, maybe you get sort of pushed aside by a stampeding mob of former socialites. Um, but
You know, I really like the ones that are about workers' rights. It's so much easier.
You get down there, and you enter, and the ley line looks like this, like uh, it's this like sort of fissure in the ground with like glowing and pulsing with just raw magical energy. Um, and there are like these uh, machines in a room that seem to sort of be like absorbing the ambient like energy being given off by this fissure and like distributing it through the rest of the facility. Um, and are you going to directly approach, or what are you going to try and do?
Before we do that, what is the password?
Yeah, on the paper it says the password is Caraway.
It was a C name.
We weren't going to get that.
Like the bird?
Isn't it? I suppose. Is a
How strange.
do we want? Should we turn it off, or we can just leave? We have
I mean, our
objective.
objective was to turn it off, wasn't it? Oh, we just had to get the password? We weren't supposed to turn it off?
No, we
Oh.
were not even supposed to be here. We were supposed to get password at party.
You know, that does explain a few things. Okay. I'm sorry, I've had a couple tonight. I should be paying more attention.
But also is is a bad place.
Well, yes, I agree. There's quite a lot of problems here.
I don't know if we should well, it is not mission. I don't know about just leaving it active. We can.
Alright, I understand that I don't get as much intel as you two because my loyalties are suspect or whatever. Can you tell me, like, what we're gonna do with this password? I mean, we spent a lot of effort getting it. I mean, what's the point of it if we're not gonna use it to turn off the thing in the first place, right?
Perhaps they say to save for strategic moment. If we turn it off now and leave, they turn it back. They turn it back on later. If we turn it off when they're sending machines, when they're actually using these machines, then maybe it be strategic and critical.
Can we change the password?
Can we?
I am not Leyline. I am not Leyline magician.
Hmm.
I
Me
do
neither.
not think you are either.
I don't think they get. I don't think our team has a leyline magician.
Yes, no, that does seem to be a deficiency of ours.
I guess it's just a question of, is it more impressive if we go above and beyond the mission, or is it like, even if it's good, it's like, no, the mission was this, you were supposed to do this.
There is also the matter of the rampaging horde of people who are presumably still in the building somewhere. I mean, in theory, they'll make it to this place eventually.
Also true.
Oh, the security was significantly less than expected. I'm surprised they are still running around. I expected them to be to be dead or scared away by now.
Really now.
I think it's at this point in your exchange. Like, I think you are like you guys are like turned towards the machines with your back facing the entrance, and behind you you hear a noise. And if you turn around, you will see a man holding a gun pointed at you.
Oh.
I'm going to spend my 1 EP to activate my signature again and fill this man with 100 arrows.
I mean, yeah, okay, yeah. Hmm. So there's two ways I can respond to this, to you doing this.
Yes.
I don't want to like feel I don't want to I mean, yeah, I guess you just fill this guy with 100 arrows. um Okay, here's what happens.
Signatures and logos are intentionally very powerful.
Yes. Okay, here's what happens. You send a 40 of 100 arrows. Obviously, not all 100 of them go directly into him. He stumbles backwards, falls to the ground. And he's like, exactly what I expected. And he like pull. He's still very much bloodied. He will start this like your encounter already injured, but he plucks a few of the arrows out from his chest where he was holding a like a like a few books under his
Oh.
under his shirt. He's like, I knew this. I knew this would. I knew all of this was going to happen. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Frank Belfridge. 5 years ago, I was gifted with full knowledge of the future. I saw big changes coming in our world. I saw all of everything that's been going on back in your homeland and how much of a threat it poses to the ideals of the American dream. And I knew I couldn't let that happen. So I started this company. And I'm going to, and soon we will create we will create weapons and constructs so powerful that nothing will ever stand in the way of the idea of the dream of the individual ever again.
You built a machine that eats people to protect people. Is that right? Am I hearing this right?
The eating people was an unintended side effect.
You just said you had perfect knowledge of the future.
Well, yeah, okay, yes. I knew the machine was going to eat people, but like that was a consequence I felt like I had to live with because I couldn't. There's no. Listen, you can't save the world without breaking a few eggs or whatever.
Okay,
Or
but you
eating a few
understand that that's
people.
not individualism, right?
It's okay. So like. In the future, they're gonna make this like TV show about these space people, whatever. They say this thing about like the needs of the many outweighing the needs of the few, and I know that sounds like collectivism, but you're prioritizing the needs of many individuals who will then use their enterprising identities to push forward into a new future at the cost of a few lives here and there.
Mm-hmm. And how many people has this thing eaten?
Like maybe like a couple dozen at this point.
Okay, so just working with what you've said so far. I don't know what a TV is, but a couple dozen of them. Would you say that's more than one? Hypothetically?
That is more than one, but think about
Okay, so their needs then outweigh your needs by your own logic.
but think about the millions of Americans who will go on to change the world in their own ways by I don't know, accumulating capital.
By getting
Come
eaten
on,
by
Mishka.
machines.
They don't have to be eaten by the machine. The people
Then why were they eaten by the machine?
the people being eaten by the machine are a consequence of my goal to make a world where everyone can live their own individual lives.
So you're saying you want to create a world where everyone can build machines that eat people?
If they want to, if that's how we change the world.
Now that doesn't sound like a very good world, I have to be honest.
If you have knowledge of the future, how can the world change?
Okay, well, it's more like I have a knowledge of possible futures. Not everything is 100% set in stone, but I know that if I follow this path, that is the best outcome for our world.
Comrade, may I shoot him again? I do not believe he has more books.
I mean, if he can see a future, I'm not 100% sure that the machine's not just going to eat him while we're standing in this room, but if you would prefer to shoot him, by all means.
Anyways, I'm going to I'm gonna like kill you, I guess. You've kind of deflated my whole like. I felt like it was gonna be like a cool sort of I forgot. I guess I forgot to account for the future where you undermined me.
Point out the obvious flaws in your argument.
Yes,
would this
I'd
come
just
from?
like to, you know,
What?
I would just like to shoot. I would just like to shoot him with another arrow.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Roll a. Let's do a quick check. That is Nine of Cups, King of Cups, Magician. What does the Magician do? This action will have heightened negative effects even on a complete success.
Hmm.
No, I didn't. Okay, so I got the world,
Okay,
and
that's 4 XP.
that's
Love those
the
XP.
only playable card I got. Okay, I guess I could play anything on the magician there. So it's
Yeah.
I don't have anything else. I am going to spend another EP to get another draw.
Okay.
Did the cards underneath just vanish?
What?
Okay, wait.
Huh.
Did the card I had? One of the cards just vanished.
Huh.
Like the card under the cups just vanished. I don't
Was
know where it
it
went.
Sun?
I mean, the cups is a reversed card. So
Oh, but didn't I play a? Okay, I guess no. I know it. Okay. Yeah. So I still can't play on the cups. Never mind. I got confused there. All right. So yeah. I will have terrible consequences for this, but it is.
Okay, so here's what happens. You fire this arrow, trying to direct it directly into Mr. Belfridge's chest, and he, having foreseen your action, like dodges, like sort of like dodges. It's going fast, so he's not able to fully get out of the way. It does like graze him, but in the motion, he redirects the arrow and it bounces off of the wall and then directly into the machine. And the machine just like begins like whirring and like screeching as all four of you start floating in the air.
I think we should turn off the machine now.
I mean, that would be ideal. I have to be honest, there's absolutely nothing whatsoever I can do here, so...
Yeah, are you going to try to shout the password?
Oh, it's a voice interface. Oh, okay, I thought we had to type... Oh, well, sure, yeah.
Well, it's like a magic machine, you know. It's not like a computer with a screen.
Okay, it was... What was it? It was like the bird, the cassowary? Was that it?
It was Caraway.
In retrospect, I don't think that's a bird.
Um, I think. I mean, yeah. I guess if you just say it, right, it's going to work. You all like flump back on the ground. The light from the fissure in the ground like dims a bit, and Belfridge like it's like, oh, what have you done? This
We
like I will
did
not let you
the
leave
future.
here.
Good job. Congratulations. You did it. You saved the world from the machine that eats people.
I'm not gonna let you all leave here.
No? But you're a hero.
Is this you genuinely trying to
Oh no,
Right.
she's just being a sarcastic jerk.
okay. Now you are still faced with Belfridge pointing, like preventing you from leaving by pointing a gun at all of you. Do you have?
I have a signature, maybe.
Okay, yeah. What's your
Ooh.
signature?
Okay. I immediately pull someone in from outside a domain.
Okay,
Now-
yeah. Who are you gonna pull in?
Could I make the case for like an indoor space, including inside the ley line?
You totally can do that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just wanna gently kind of suck him into the ley line, you know.
Okay, yeah.
As you do.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You try to activate you sort of activate your power, like tapping into this ley line as if it were a door, and it like sort of like this like low rumble shakes the whole room as this this sort of invisible force starts pulling Mr. Belfridge in towards the ley line, and he's like, no, this can't be.
You said you're pro eating people. This is fine.
I was supposed to be the one who would usher in this new world. I am the master of reality. No, and he like falls into the fissure.
Well, I didn't think that'd work.
Oh, nicely done. I love an ending with a bit of flair.
Yeah, you have successfully deactivated these machines. You have killed ? Frank Belfridge, the one who is behind all of this. Where do you go from here?
I really hope that sucking a extreme capitalist into one of the magical systems that form the core of the world doesn't have any long-lasting effects on this planet.
Surely not.
Well, I suppose if we're done here, we should probably get moving. I don't know. I mean, they've got to have called the cops by now, right? They've got a whole bunch of rampaging partygoers.
Yeah, probably.
It will not be. It will not be. It will not be safe here very soon. We should we should all leave.
Now, can I interest you to? I mean, there's a club down on the east side that I think you might have fun at. They have balls basically every night.
Oh, yeah. I'm not doing anything. My schedule's clear.
Marvelous. Let's make an evening of it then, shall we?
It would be nice to enjoy a real party.
Uh,
Yeah. So yeah, you guys spend the rest of the evening ritzing it up at a nice club, and yeah, what do you think happens as you return home to you report back to Mother Russia and like like with the with everything that happened on your mission?
Now, if the objective of our mission was to obtain the password and use it to turn off the machine strategically, I think we failed in that. That said, we did we did like pretty much stop whatever this guy was doing, because I don't honestly, everyone else thinks he's crazy at this point. I don't think anyone else is going to just pick up where he was.
We could still give him the password. Just not very
true.
So I think overall, Natalia just continues to be just an assassin. She sent out. She does her jobs and returns home. It is, well, some might think that's a exciting life. For her, it is just a job.
What about the other two of you?
Well, I think it's a little difficult for Winnie sometimes, because the truth of the matter is she isn't really loyal to Russia, the concept. She does like the idea of a communist government that seems to be forming over there, but she's not really interested in helping them take over another continent also,
Yeah.
So she's certainly trying to work in their interests here, but it's also not, she doesn't want to lead to another imperialism situation.
Yeah.
So I think she spends a lot of her time she does what she does, she's a performer, but she kind of has to be very careful about walking that line the longer she stays in this business. And I think long term, she's definitely going to make a lot of enemies on both countries.
I love it. What about Misha?
I think if Winnie would have her,
Dog.
Mishka's very interested in being sort of a roadie for her, just kind of, whoever she's got, help her get there on time, that kind of thing. And sort of casually laying claim to like various venues as they go.
You're getting some cool stage tricks with that, I'm sure.
Exit stage left, enter stage right.
Yeah. Drop through a trap door, you come, and then you enter behind the crowd. Yeah, okay, that was, I think we are all wrapped up unless any of you have anything else. We wouldn't have downtime because it's a one shot.
Oh, you mean I don't get to level up with all the experience I've collected?
I mean, you can level up if you want, I guess. Actually, no, you can't. That's eight. That's 8 XP. You only have 6. But
Oh, okay.
yeah. So this was this was Goblin's Whisper Gaiden. I'm happy to have been running it. That was a lot of fun. You can find All on the Table RPGs on YouTube and Twitch. Be sure to follow us one of those 2 places if you want to keep up with everything that's going on here. And especially check out our Patreon so we can pay the people who make these wonderful shows. Em, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky at M of Healy, and you can hear my my monthly podcast about fictional characters and ranking them by putting them through arbitrary challenges. I Battle the Blorbos, and you can find that on Twitter at Battle Blorbos Pod, where I post weekly matchups from the upcoming episodes. This this week it is Pinkamena Diana Pinkie Pie versus Black Dynamite in getting a suitcase full of drugs that give you superpowers from Las Vegas to New Jersey in 3 days.
I already said this, but that's the most inside baseball fucking prompt we've ever done.
Listen, it might be the premise of an actual play that none of us are on, but we all enjoy.
I mean,
And
it
yeah,
was
And no
a
multiple
stress
people
meeting.
who are on it.
yeah. And anyways, that's about it for me. I GM this show here every other Tuesday, so I'll be in Rock City again next week.
Yes. April.
Yep. You cannot find me, but if you like actual plays involving tarot cards, you should check out Idol on Playtest. It's
Pretty good show.
pretty good show.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, I can be found on Twitter and Blue Sky at Nobody Adams. That's Adams with 2 Ds, like the family. And I do so much stuff, I'm not going to talk about all of it because, frankly, it's too much. The only thing I'm going to plug today is the game Yancey at the End of the World. This is a visual novel about an arrow ace non-binary teenager sort of figuring themselves out among the background of a zombie apocalypse, and it's also the game in which I have my first voice role. So
Hell yeah.
it's great. The game is currently available for free as part of the Interactive Fiction Competition. That's ifcomp.org, and you're looking for entry 2964, Yancey at the End of the World. And if you enjoy it, it's about a 2-hour game. We're actually planning on running a Kickstarter later this month for physical editions, so keep an eye out.
As for myself, I don't really do any social media. I was doing co-host, and then they destroyed it, or I guess capitalism destroyed it. But you can find me on this show on the Tuesdays besides this one, and I'm also on M's aforementioned podcast, Battle of the Blorbos, a lot. As for my media recommendations for the week, if you want to play a game that irreparably changed my brain chemistry and influenced this session and also just the way I think about stories a lot, Killer 7 on the GameCube and PS2. I think there's also like a Steam version now. Pretty good game about political espionage and assassins and all that kind of stuff. With that, I think that's everything. So good night, everyone.
Good night.
Take care.